Well, hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Anyhow, I thought I'd give everybody a quick update as to what's going on. That's Johanna in the background hacking. I wanted to, no, I'm out of beverage. Anyhow, wanted to show everybody a quick run around of what's going on here. Before I do that, I'll grab myself something to drink. And of course, you know me, if I'm having something to drink, my old friend Heine. So, for starters, let's start here with the hydroponic system, because I know a lot of guys are interested in about that. This is the seedling area where we're getting stuff started from. Things are going good and they're going bad. Some things are doing well, some things not so well. We got some work to do on it, but we're making progress anyway. Here we go. All right, so here's our setup. We have this light. It's a T5 bulb. It is a grow bulb designed specifically for the lettuce plants and stuff. So, and we gotta be careful how we're doing this this evening because I'm cooking dinner at the same time. So, let me show you what we got going on here. I got breaded pork chops ready to go into the oven. I got potatoes in there baking already. I am steaming some squish as we wait. I've got some corn soaking in the sink, ready to go outside. So anyhow, there's the lettuce situation. Let's go outside and I'll show you what's going on out there. Come on, dog. Whoop, sirens are coming to get me. I hear sirens. All right, so down here, we've got the tomatoes planted. This bag here, this has got potatoes growing in it. But those are our tomatoes started. We have one lettuce thing there that was a big failure. We put it outside and had a big storm come by and wiped it out. So anyhow, this is the hydroponic system being constructed. Today I'm working on drilling all these holes. You can see all the holes in the pipe. There's 3 sections. Each section is 10 feet long. And there's 8 pipes in the grid system that go up and down, and there's 20 holes. There's 20 spots for a plant every 6 inches. There's a hole. Obviously I got a lot of cleaning up and stuff to do, and I am to there so far. Going through a lot of batteries with my drill. It's eating up a lot of drill. So okay, so this is the business end. There will be a tank of water which will sit underneath this, which is the outlet, and then this here is the inlet. There'll be a hose with a pump going from this tank over to and into there, which will feed the water. The water then is going to go up and back and up and back and up and back and up and back and up and back, and then come down here and drain back into the reservoir that's going to be in this area. So what that's going to enable me to do is have a constant supply of moisture and nutrients going to all of the plants in that entire system. So gonna be a lot of plants. Gonna be a lot of plants growing in that little area. It's only 4 foot wide and 30 feet long. That's only the one of many of these that we're gonna be assembling and putting together here on the property. The rest of them are actually gonna be going inside this structure here. That's the garage that we're going to be converting into a hydroponic house. So, but anyhow, that's the system out there. You see I got some fruit trees and stuff going out here as well. So anyhow, let's go, man. Go on, dog. Come on, Kennel. Lily, get in the house. Lily, get in the house. Go on, upstairs. There you go. Lily and I used to live in the garage a year ago. And so she is a little confused. Whoop. Hold on, Joe, going the wrong direction. There you go, you come on out. Little traffic jam there. So Lily's a little confused sometimes. She thinks we're still supposed to be in the garage. She's not quite sure when I come into the house. But we live in the house now. And I'm just checking my squish. They're not done yet, but they're getting there. Potatoes are baking. Alarm's going to go off here pretty soon on my phone, letting me know that it is done and time for it to come out. But then, of course, I'm going to add the pork chops and get them in here in just a little bit. But in the meantime, thought I'd sit you guys down. There you are. And we can chat for a bit, see how everybody's doing, catch up with everybody. So, who did I miss here? Hey, Alexander, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, Armco. Yeah, I am very happy. Thank you, Alexander. Very, very satisfied. So, all that PVC plastic on the ground is going to leach into your... Oh, that's not staying on the ground, Short Bus. That's all getting vacuumed up and raked up this evening, so... but somebody lives in the garage. Yeah, there is somebody in the garage right now, but he won't be in the garage much longer. He's coming out of the garage. We're going to have a coming out... No, we're not having a coming out party for him. But he will be coming out of the garage, and then that's going to be converted into our hydroponic system. But for right now, yes, there's somebody living in the garage. Doug. He's a friend of Johanna's that she's known for a long time. She's trying to help him out. He's had a run of bad luck, a run of hard times. So Johanna's trying to help him out. So Short Bus says, "Want to know, are you booting your tenant?" I am evicting one of my tenants. Yeah, Short Bus. So apparently Short Bus is not letting on the fact that they know a lot about what's going on here. Makes me wonder who Short Bus is. What's the price going to be when done and up and running? What's the price of what? The price of the lettuce? It's going to depend on the heads of lettuce and the type that we're growing. We're going to be growing actually 3 or 4 different types of head lettuce, live whole head lettuce, and then we're also going to have some herbs. So, oh, how much will the setup be? The final cost on the setup? Somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000. No, that would have been 5. So this was, see, $600 somewhere in there for that setup, and and on there I can fit let's see, 160, it's 320 for 160. How much is 160 times 3? So 300, 420, 480. There'll be room for 480 plants in that system. But out of 480, we're only going to be able to take 120 to market each week. The way that's set up right now, that's only that setup should be. They should be in there for 4 weeks, so it'll be producing 120 heads of lettuce a week. Should come out of what's there, and those are, depending on the type of lettuce and what it is, they'll be selling anywhere from $2.50 to $4 a head. Depending on what they are. Now, I've gone around to some of the farm markets, and that's pretty good. Not much overhead. No, hardly any overhead at all. Very, very little overhead in getting this thing organized and set up. But the way I'm doing it's a very cost-effective way of doing it, you know. Some of the prices changed. I had done some calculations and priced it up while I was down in Florida, based on the prices advertised here by like Lowe's and Home Depot and that kind of stuff. But when I actually got here, prices had changed. In fact, the price of the pipe itself, which is the thing there's 24 sections of pipe in that first grid, that went from $9.18 to $10.78 a pipe in the time it took me to get from Florida to here. I don't understand why their online price was so different than the actual store price, but it was. And when I got here and double checked the online price, sure enough, it had changed too. So apparently there was a big price increase in PVC pipe. So I don't know, kind of odd. Let's see here. Hey, John Harris, how you doing? Yeah, I know, I'm bad. I told everybody I was going to live stream 7 o'clock yesterday. I was supposed to live stream 7 o'clock yesterday. I didn't. I just simply didn't. I was relaxing and watching some television and not paying any attention. Next thing I knew, it was 9 o'clock, and I was going to bed, and I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot to live stream." So I'll sell my truck and trailer and do this. Hey, Ian. I don't know, man. It's certainly a lot safer than being out there on the road. Certainly a lot safer. But it's coming along. It's coming along. Hey, Chief Asbin, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You're not late at all. You're not late at all. Yeah, it's coming along. I mean, there's still some obstacles to jump over. The starts, I'm having trouble with my starts getting them to do as well as what I would like. And I know I had more success with getting the lettuce started when I was in Montana. So I don't know if it was a lighting situation or I was using different nutrients. It's been over a decade since I did that. It's been 12, 13, 14 years ago. And so trying to remember, everything, memory, my memory isn't as good as it should be. I could remember 90% of it, but there's obviously one step in there that I'm not memorizing or remembering to do. And so I'm researching it again, starting back at ground zero and saying, okay, what do I got to do? What are the steps I got to do here? And getting it going. My most recent batch that I just started, I don't know if you guys, let me turn you guys around. This batch here, you can see they're coming up kind of nicely. This has just got seeded a few days ago, and they're coming up nicely. So, and to explain to you, I may have said this last week. This is the Grodan. This is a rock wool media that we are planting in, and then we're using some non-GMO. You can see them over there. Some non-GMO organic fertilizers, mostly blood meal, and then some of the Fox Farm Grow Big. It's a fertilizer specifically designed to work with vegetables in the hydroponic system. I mean, they're specifically made for that. So that's kind of what we're starting out with our nutrients. I was not using any of the blood meal. That just got here day before yesterday. And so now that I'm adding that into the mix, I'm hoping it's going to pick up and go from there a little bit. So you know a lot about farming. I do not know a lot about farming. I learn new stuff about farming. I have forgotten more about farming than what I know about farming right now. Let's put it that way. I have forgotten more about farming than what I know right now. It's a learning curve getting back up to speed on stuff. I'm convinced that the human brain is like a trough. It's a filing system that's a trough. You put stuff in at one end of the trough until the trough is full, and then as you keep adding stuff in, stuff falls off the other side. I'm at the point now where stuff's falling off the other side, I think. Because some of this stuff I'm like, oh yeah, I knew that, so how tough can it be? That's a lot tougher than what you imagine. It's a lot tougher than what you imagine. It's frustrating and it's time consuming. It takes forever. And then you make stupid mistakes. Like I wanted to harden off. I had a whole tray of lettuce getting ready to go out into the main system, and I put it outside to harden it off. And I came inside and was on the computer here, and I had my headphones on, was listening to some stuff, wasn't paying any attention. A freak thunderstorm came through, torrential rain came down, wiped out the whole tray of lettuce. Just you saw it outside a little bit ago. Just demolished the whole thing, just flattened it all. So that set us back a whole week. That right there. Hey, Pilot, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. So yes, that put me back a whole week just with that tray. So that was a big mistake. Yeah, we're dealing with less than ideal conditions. We've got to get things organized here with people and space so I can get things rebuilt into the garage. Once the garage is free, I'm going to disassemble that whole system that I put out that I showed you, and I'll be building an entirely new grid system, a multi-tiered grid system inside the garage. It's going to be probably at least four, maybe 5 levels high, with lettuce, going just all over the place. I mean, it's going to be a big old long assembly line system in there. Actually, it's going to be 4, maybe 5 systems in one. utilizing the whole thing. So it's got a ways to go. David says, "Hey, how you doing? Miss seeing you on the boat, but it's good to see you happy and enjoying life." I am enjoying life. I am enjoying life very much so. I really enjoy being back here in Ohio. The dog's absolutely digging it. She loves being here, so she's having a good time. Um, hey, I'm back amongst having people that love me around me all the time. My son and my one son and his wife took us out for Mother's Day, took us out to dinner, and then the other day they were here Friday night. They came over for dinner, and it was nice. Spent time with my granddaughter, got to play with her, and spend some time with my son and granddaughter. I mean, it's fantastic. It's fantastic being around people. I was I was so alone. God, my voice is still bad, isn't it? I was so alone on the boat by myself all the time, just me and the dog. Um, it's so nice to be back amongst the living again. I guess for lack of a better way of saying it, that's what I'm going to say. It's just nice to be back amongst the living. So it's been great. It's been great being here. I'm thrilled to be back here with Jahan. Jahan and I are getting along great, rekindling our romance. Um, Kind of nice. It's nice having somebody who really cares about you and is there for you and helping you out and wants to do stuff with you, wants to be with you. That's just priceless. That's just priceless. So we're having a good time in that regard. All right. I gotta I gotta take care of some of the cooking here. Oh man. I'm gonna microwave the corn. I decided I was gonna fire up the charcoal grill and put it out in on the grill. But I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and microwave it. I've been soaking the ears, and now I got to set them to drain a little bit here. And that way the steam on the ears will actually cook the corn in the microwave. Um, if I can get them placed in there correctly so that they don't inhibit the rotisserie from turning, because that can be a problem when you're doing this. So anyhow, 4 ears of corn. That one, I think that'll go. I think that'll work. And when you got to drain them, you got to turn them so they drain down and not contain the moisture in them. There we go. Put that one up on top. Get all the little loose ends in there. Close the door. And let's see. All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of nucleation should get that taken care of. Drain the sink out so that can get drained. I gotta check my squish here real quick, see how well they're coming along. Oh yeah, it's done. Squish is done. Turn that off. Put the pork chops in the oven. In there with the baked potatoes, and now my glasses are all steamed and I can't see anything. Oh, that's funny. All right, squish is done. Corn is nuking. Corn's not nuking. Corn's not going around. Hold on a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see what happened. I tried to stack one ear on top of the others, and it didn't do well. Let's see how that is now. See if it goes around. When I put it in there, it caused the others to lay out. Is that going all the way around? And it is going all the way around. Okay, so that'll cook now. That'll cook the corn. That'll get that done. How's my beverage here? I'm good. All right, I can sit down for a minute. All right, so what did I miss in the chat while doing all that? Sorry for the disruption. Okay, hey, Polly. Okay, there we are. You have to pull permits for the assembly. You do where I'm at. No, because it's a temporary. It's not built in. It's not glued to the ground. It's not concreted or bolted to the ground. It's a temporary structure. Doesn't require a permit. Hey, Rejects, how you doing? The outside system is up. I'm still drilling holes. If you were here earlier in the live stream, I'm still in the process of drilling the holes into the system. So it's not completely up and running yet, but it is all assembled and in place. We're now popping all the holes through it. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Hey, Toxic, what's up? Not easy being a hermit. I'm glad that you're with your family. That's great. Well, thanks. I appreciate that, Ian. Hey, Coyote, what's going on? Nice cabinetry. Yeah, Johanna's got a nice kitchen here. She really does. How tall am I? I'm 6'3". 6'3". Microwave corn, that's different. I personally don't like to use the microwave as it introduces radiation into our foods, and there is enough crap in the foods already. Okay, well, yeah, I haven't seen anything conclusive about how microwave hurts anybody yet, unless microwave's escaping from the box, and I don't think this one is. It's a fairly new one, so. Hey, Clint, how you doing? Me and Lily are doing fine, Clint. I know you're going to ask, so I'll do it right now. There's Lily, and there's her friend. No, get down. Down, down, down. Nobody can see you when you're up on. Get. Sit. Down. Down. You good dog? Huh? You good dog? You happy dog? You a happy dog? Yeah, she's a happy dog. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, she's a happy dog. I thought you'd appreciate that, Clint. Do you build a greenhouse? No, I'm not going to be building a greenhouse. We're going to remodel the inside of a garage and use that. It'll be interesting to see your system when it's up and running. Yep, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Take a little longer than I expected, but it's coming. I was going to say that's impossible. Yeah, I'm not 5. Cute dog. Lily is so calm. Yeah, she's very happy here. Yes, Clint, she's very happy. And there's another dog here in the house that at first they were sort of adversarial, but now I've noticed the two of them get on the couch and nap together. They curl up with each other. So Lily now has a little tiny dog, a Chihuahua of all things, a Mexican Chihuahua. Here, I'll show you the Chihuahua. There's the Chihuahua. That's Lily's friend right there. She is tiny. She likes climbing up on top of me and sleeping. She likes climbing right up here on my chest and laying down and sleeping while I'm watching TV or something. It's pretty funny. So, is lettuce 100% organic? Lettuce is beyond organic. Organic now is a term that's really getting bastardized around, but to answer your question, yes. Yes, it is beyond organic. Now, that's not saying it's not certified organic. I'm not going to bother going and getting organic certification for my lettuce. I am raising it in a beyond organic status. So, tough life for a dog on a boat, I bet she said. Yeah, she's got a big yard here to play around in, so she's having a lot more fun with that. So, free range lettuce. No, lettuce is pretty well contained. We don't let it free range too much. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays pretty much where we put it. So, unless the wind picks up. Somebody mentioned earlier when I was showing the system outside, I'm drilling holes and the shavings are landing on the grass. I did have a tarp down. I had a tarp laid underneath everything to contain the plastic, and the wind here just blew the tarp all over the yard. So instead of having the plastic just underneath the grate, it now had plastic scattered all the way across the yard. So I folded up the tarp and put that away, and we're just going to take a leaf rake and rake that plastic up when we're done. So probably later on today or tomorrow, although it's probably going to take me all day tomorrow and maybe the next day to drill all those holes. There's a lot of holes. I drilled what, 10, 20, 30, 40. I drilled about 45 holes today, and there's a whole lot more that's going to have to be drilled here. Well, I got to drill all the rest of them. So There's a lot of drilling to be done, and the drilling is at a spot where it's just a little tough on my back, and my drill, the batteries just go so far. I can drill about uh, I can drill about 20 holes with it per battery, and the battery's got to go in the charger. So, did you video it? Yes, I'm making a video of the whole thing. That's in editing right now. Actually, it's going to be a multi-part video, so that'll be coming out later on though. That's great, good for the body, natural food. Absolutely, yep, absolutely. Best of luck to your farm. Well, it's hardly a farm. It's an in-town lot, but it will be. Got to go take care of the best luck. Hey, thanks, Chief. Appreciate it, buddy. You take care of yourself. Try to stay warm up there. So anyhow, that's kind of where we're at right now. Just wanted to do a quick update, get on here, let everybody know what's happening. The hydroponic system's coming along. It's coming along slowly, but it's coming along. We've been dealing with a lot of other distractions lately, trying to get some things taken care of for Johanna. Dealing with some business stuff here in regards to Larry's passing and getting all the, the I's dotted and the T's crossed and, the mortgages transferred and all that stuff, when you're dealing with so many government entities, when someone passes away, there's so much nonsense you got to deal with. Thanks, Pilot. Appreciate that. So we're working trying to get through all those things, and they're taking up a lot of time. Um, and frankly, we've been just spending a lot of time catching up, not really getting a lot done. Not as much as I thought I was going to have to do. So, but we're getting stuff done every day. So yeah, yeah. And if reverse mortgages are a nightmare, and reversing a reverse mortgage is even worse. Is even worse. And these guys, these clowns, come up with all the stupid stuff. Like originally, they did not need a copy of Johanna's driver's license because some people don't drive. Now they want a copy of her driver's license, so we sent a copy of the driver's license over for her identity. But her driver's license expired on her birthday, which just happened. But a week ago, even before her driver's license expired, they called up and said, "Oh, we need to see need to see the renewed driver's license because this driver's license was expiring on the 17th." Now, when they called me about that, this was like around the first of the month. So we're like, "It's a valid driver's license. It doesn't matter whether it's going to expire or not. It's still a good, solid ID. It's a picture ID showing her and her age and all of her data." So they wanted that to be updated. Okay. So today, actually, we got in the mail today a letter from them, something about the where Johanna's house is located. We have to have flood insurance. The flood insurance policy is going to expire. Now get this. Okay, this is May. The flood insurance policy is not going to expire until July 1st, and they want us to have a renewed policy to them now, showing that we have it covered for the coming year, even though it's not even due yet. So, I mean, just silly stuff like that we've been dealing with that is frustrating, but stuff that you gotta go through all the steps and all the paces and get all that stuff done. So it takes 3 years. That's why you gotta feel. Oh, we're not losing, Jonathan. We're not losing. So Sean Oliver ran a segment on that yesterday. Oh, really? Huh? Good attorney will shut mortgage company up. Free legal if qualified. Huh? Getting caught up. Wink, wink. Yeah, sort of. Sort of. Yeah. Will I pursue organic certification? No. No, I'm not going to pursue organic. They've bastardized it. Organic used to mean something, but then as soon as the federal government and big food got involved, they changed all the parameters where organic really doesn't mean much anymore. There's a lot of things that are that are being grown out there under really bad conditions that they're claiming are organic, and they are by today's standards. But no, it's not. Genetically modified corn can be considered organic now. I mean, it's just nuts. It's crazy. So no, I'm not pursuing organic certification. Those people in the know in the slow food market, they understand what's going on with stuff. Anybody that's done any research with it will know what's going on. So Truth be told, that's the first beer I've had in, what, 3 days? 3 days? First beer I've had in 3 days. And as you can hear, my voice is still crap.
You can tell All Rejects it's still none of his business.
Tell who?
All Rejects.
All Rejects. Okay.
Wink,
Oh. Johanna's moderating the chat, Rejects, and she said it's none of your business. So. Yep. Yep, there you go.
Ain't he getting any?
Huh?
I said, what's the matter? Ain't he getting any?
I guess not. I guess Reject's not getting any. So much for being private. Anyhow, yeah, so things are good here. So that's what you got. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, we're doing really good here. Everything's fine. Hydroponic system's coming along. Dog's doing great. I'm settling in. Thrilled to be here. Enjoying time with the family. Looking forward to some cool stuff. Had a showing on the property down there in Florida. It looks like I have an offer coming in. I had an attorney call me, tell me he's going to be sending me an offer on some land down on the property down there. So, Reject says, "Damn, Jana's on me something bad." No, not really. She's just teasing you, man. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, so hopefully that property that I have down listed down in Key West is selling. I've got some other listings coming on, so business is good. So Key West is steaming. Yeah, it would be hot down there. I would want to be down in Florida. I even noticed some of my other friends that lived on boats in Buki Harbor. I was just reading on Facebook today about one of them that bought some land in Georgia and is now planning on spending the summer in Georgia and wintering down the Keys. So there's a lot of people that moved out there. It's just too hot. It's been hot enough for me up here, so I like to see what's going on. What else is news? Oh, the van. The van's doing great. Van has been flawless. No problems with it at all. Really happy with the purchase we made there. You know, paid $3,100 for a van that got me all the way up here to Ohio without a problem. It does have a little vibration up at the front end. It had that when I bought it. I knew that. I will get it worked on, but right now we haven't gotten there. So again, thanks, Pilot. Appreciate that. Apparently all of the trolls are trying to do stuff. They're funny. They really are. I'm from the south, heading to Maine for 4 months. Can't take the 95 degrees. Yeah, I don't blame you, Jonathan. And why? There's no reason to. You know, head up north, someplace where it's nice and cool. Spend the summer up here where you can be comfortable and not be sweating your nuts off, and go from and go from there. So, anyhow, kids, listen. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plug on this. End this now. I just wanted to make sure I got on. Sorry I didn't do a live stream for everybody on Sunday. I'm hoping to get going with some editing and have a video come out pretty soon. But I just thought I'd get on here and chat. I do got to go because I got to finish cooking dinner. Corn's done. Squash is done. Potatoes should be done pretty soon. And the pork's cooking. So I'm going to have to get and deal with all that so we can enjoy a nice dinner. So troll-free life is good too. Those arseholes give you hell from their mom's basement. Yeah, pretty much, Sailor Sam. Pretty much. So you and Lily take care. Well, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. And with that said, guys, be good. Be careful. Take good care of one another. Really appreciate you guys being on here and following along. Lots of plans in the future. A lot of good stuff coming on. So we might actually be talking about getting some land pretty soon, which is what I'm looking forward to, so we can do some real farming. But anyhow, we'll have more for you later, kids. Be good. Be careful. Talk to you later. Thanks for